Hello, everybody out there on the internet and Twitch and such. How is it freaking going? It's been a second since I live streamed a few months ago, so let me remember how to do this. I believe we have a new follower right out of the gate. Thank you to Sanic Stuff. My goodness, thank you for being here. Hopefully the audio is not too loud and you can hear all the chill tunes and all that good stuff. We will wait for a few people to pile in here, hopefully, but if you're new here, my name's Chip. I am a pixel artist and an aspiring indie game maker. Got two projects on the go right now. Got an RPG, which I've been working on for a minute. Inspired by Paper Mario. And something you'll be seeing more of today, I have a side project that's a cute, cozy little horror game where you go around and you try and spot haunted objects and ghosts and all the like. And it's in desperate need of some sound effects, so thought it might be cool to make some sound effects on stream with a fun little free program called Chiptroid, which I've been using quite a bit. And yeah, just have some fun, make some noise. Be some noise boys tonight. Yeah. So it was a bit of a pain to get everything set back up. I got logged out of Stream Elements, of course. So had to reconfigure all my stuff. I think we're working. I'm gonna drop another test message in the chat here. Test. Boop. Up. Yes, it does. Woohoo. In the chat. Alright. Very nice, friend. Should be live on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. Hour of Great. Okay. Let's just jump right into it then. Let me see if I can remember how to sit down. This? Yeah. Do this. Do this. I can also be scared. Oops, scared. That might come in handy. Oop, back to normal. Okay. Yeah, just let me know if everything is like working in the chat, and if then we'll figure that out once we get to it. Let's go over to our little sound making program. Hey. Oop. Oh yeah, real tunes. Okay. This is Chiptroid. It is totally free. It you can download it off itch.io, and it just generates lots of little nice 8-bit sounds for us, which we love. And one of my favorite features of it is that you can just hit randomize up at the top, and it'll just give you a dang old random old sound effect you can download. Super cool. Very fitting for a retro pixel art style. So, for example, we could make a coin sound effect really easily, like this. Oh, also headphone warning. We're gonna be hitting some buttons and making some loud sounds. So if suddenly gets very loud, apologies. I'm gonna try and be on top of it and hit mute when I can and all that good stuff. So so you can hear this all right. You can make sound effects sound smoother or more bit crushed with these wave buttons up here. And then we can change the pitch by choosing a key down here, so it can be like... Oh, wait, this isn't... Hold on. Hold the phone. This is not coming through. Hit this. Hit restart capture. Boom. Okay. Get ready for sound effect. There we go. That should be good. So as you can see right away, maybe I should turn tunes down. Pitch. I am a baby streamer. Thank you for sticking with me. Well, I turn all my knobs and press all my buttons. How about this? Be a little louder. That's probably about good. I think you should be able to hear that. So, for example, if we wanted it to sound more terrible, we can hit one of these up here, which will crunch it, and now it sounds more like a NES kind of moment. Although that didn't come through either. I wonder why. Why does... Oh, okay, now it is. Perfect. So now it's a lot more NES-y. And then we can mess with it a whole bunch with a ton of different settings, like add a delay so it has like an echo. That's kind of cool. We can add some wah-wah. This. A lot of the time it's I'm just messing around here until I get something I like. I'm sure there's a much more scientific way to do this. So let's hit randomize. Whoa, see headphone warning. So sometimes you get stuff like that. And I'll try and cut it off when it does that. But you can always smooth it out after. So that's the introduction to the program. Let me actually explain what the heck we're doing here. Over here you can see I got my little face. And in this window, we're going to match up some sound effects to some gameplay clips that I got. So, this is my little side project game. Here, the main menu looks extremely crap. It's a work in progress. Everything is very rough right now. But it will be better soon. So, for example, we have a couple abilities here, a couple different animations that could really use some X. Such as every object you can interact with will want some dinks and some doinks. The sync here you can turn on and off will probably want some sort of whoosh. Got some special abilities over here. You can zoom into objects to get a closer look at them, see if they're maybe haunted. Yada yada, a bunch of special abilities. There's some scary characters in the game, some killers who will try and get you. Music's back on. I love sometimes it just cuts out. Love that. Yeah, so we'll want some scary sound effects for them, like a boo. There's tons of different ones. This is just one that happened to appear when I was recording, so we're probably going to be downloading a bunch of different audio clips for all the different monsters. There's clowns. There's... what else is there? Probably a spooky mermaid, knowing me. You can also pet the dog. Important. dog petting will be in the game. There's a rubber duck. Squeak. There's you can make like a little trap out of salt. So when a spooky monster walks into it, we're gonna want to have a sound effect when it gets banished, as I call it. Everything gets banished because it'll back, and we can explain kind of as we go. This is what the pause menu looks like right now. It's also pretty rough, but we'll want some like beeps and boops for every time you move on a button. The more sound, the better. As you will learn, making any kind of visual medium that has an audio aspect, that the sound is usually more important than the visuals. If you show somebody a movie and the visuals are beautiful, but the audio is really bad and you can't hear it, most people are not gonna enjoy that. But if you show somebody something that looks super fuzzy, kind of crappy, but got really cool sound effects, it's kind of immersive, whatever, it's kind of how horror games made its buck, people love it. People love a good sound effect. Goes right into the brain. You can't help but hear it, you know? You can close your eyes and unsee, but you can't unhear. I'm not sure if that's making... Okay, let's go back to the program here. So, we'll keep this off to the side. We'll keep in mind all these different things. And if we hear a sound effect that might be good for it, we'll snag it and give it a download. So, put my hand down. Boop. I can also stand. Boop. Cool, huh? Yeah, so let's hit randomize. What happens? Boop. Interesting. That coming through, or do I have to reset the audio again? Not sure why maybe it's a Mac and OBS thing. I keep having to reset the audio capture. You'd think it wouldn't forget where it is, but it often... Okay. There we go. I don't know what that could be used for. I'll be honest. I have no idea. It's kind of a cool sound effect if you're drowning. Don't have any levels where you'll be underwater though. Then we can mess with it, add like harmony to it. A little crazy. It kind of sounds more like a dialogue sound. For a second. And now it sounds like a sonic spring. Tempted to keep that one. What would we use it for? I don't know. We can also make it quite a bit shorter by messing with the length over here. Once again, it says at the top, this is Chiptone by SFB Games. Totally free download. You can just Google that, Chiptone, and it'll come right up, and you can have it for you. Let's make it shorter and see what it sounds like just as like a little note. A grumpy dude now. Be good for a crying animal. We're gonna have to get a little creative with our ear. It's almost a good zoom out sound. You can see with the zoom out ability, we're gonna need something like a zoop and a zoop, but a little bit sad. You know what? Let's hit randomize. Let's get something else. Oh yeah. ideas for that one either. Down the length. Sometimes you'll get like a really good little note out of it. Oh, it has delay on. That's setting an X. Turn it down a bit because I don't know, maybe this is really loud for. Sound like anything. This is almost good for a zoom. Then we can make it crunchier by hitting some of these up top. Sound way crunchier. Might want, might not. Oh yeah. As you can see, a lot of these come off pretty sci-fi, which for like a retro arcade game, spaceship kind of thing, probably exactly what you want, but we want a little more subtle than that. Don't quite want to be so spacey. One sounds more like a fireball or something. We can also turn the volume down in the actual program itself. One sounds more like a game over kind of situation. I don't like that for a zoom out. Whoops, got a little crazy. The exciting side of game development they don't show you. Don't want you to know. And all the buttons and see if we get something we like. That one's a little crazy. Oh yeah, very alien. If I was making a different game, that would be excellent. Delay. That kind of sounds like a phone ring. Good sounding note. It could be like a menu thing. You can see up here we gonna need a sound for this. Collecting. Sound like with the bit rate up. Chimes sound like the crystal on Ginger Island. Yeah, it does. It totally does. I wonder how Turned AP did his sound design. I really don't know, but been a process similar to this. Did ring-a-ding sound. make it a little... Very much preference, because I'm sure you could use this in a lot of different places. I just... think about how I want the main menu to sound, basically. I don't like that for a selection. Mess around with a few buttons here. Spice it up any. Yeah, that might be something. Check out a few other pitches if anything else works. I like this one the most. Yeah. Like a good button when you click on something, like over here when we have the pause menu. You can picture it going a little bit like, gotta line it up, try and time it here. So like something like that. Let's save it. Hopefully this doesn't dox me and pull up my entire download history. Let's see. Boop. Scream if there's nothing. Bunch of pixel here, so I'll call it action sound. Add a download. Okay. And then we just keep going. Then we just keep doing this for the next hour. I might make the music 1% more hype as well. Feeling sleepy right now, but that's okay too. Sounds like somebody falling off a cliff, a Wile E. Coyote kind of beat. Things we're looking out for: dog scratch, sound effects, scary jump scare noise. I guess I could go over the character's different abilities now. This right here, this guy right here, this guy's name is Justin. He's a lawyer in training, just in case. First name Justin, last name Case. His ability, you can pull out some legal documents right here and say, hey, ghost, can't mess with us, it's illegal, or whatever. So for sound effect like this, I was kind of thinking of like either like a bell or like a gavel sound. This one's gonna have to get creative. This is Ada. She's a psychic. You can summon these spirit orbs to banish ghosts. Does like a big psychic blast. So we're gonna want some sort of like ooh pow sound effect for that. Connie down here, she's a chef, and she makes floating souffle. Yes, these powers are very weird. And that'll give you some invulnerability and a speed boost. That's just how it works. So for that, we're gonna obviously want like some sort of explosions. Rubber duck's beak. And mine. Randomize here and go through some sound effects. Again, lots of good falling off things. I have a crying ghost enemy. I almost wonder if this could be a cry. Maybe add some delay. Ooh, that's super ghostly. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Let's do this. And, a ghost cry. Call this a ghost cry too. Cry 2. Okay, happy with that. Let's messing around here, see what else we find. Oh yeah, like a Mega Man power up. Sure if I could use that. Boosters. Sure. Ghostly fart. A cool chasing noise. Let's put that out a little. Great alien. Your spaceship. And UFO or something. Crunchy there. Like a clown horn. Sure. Like a metal ting noise as well. Let's see if we can figure that out. Sound default. My goodness, this one's crazy. Sounds like a demented, evil Nokia cell phone. Holy. That's almost just worth having just in the bank to pull out. Yeah, let's just download that just in case and call that evil flip phone. Could be something. Who knows? Maybe I'll use that one day in something. So good mouse sound effect. Weak. Any mice in the game right now, but good change. Good game over sound. Oh, whoa, whoa. Meanwhile, the happiest music. Thing we do have in the game, minor spoiler, there is a Mothman that could show up. So, a chirping sound kind of like this, but they have to be higher pitched, right? Fat. A little bird sound. Another happy little bird sound. That could be something, but I don't. Sound off in the comments if you have any ideas as well. But then speaks to you. Have that feedback at home. Uh-huh. We're inventing new ways to annoy ourselves with annoying sound effects. One almost sounded like dial-up internet. Yeah, definitely. Lots of good technology sounds in here. Overstimulated our spouses. Also true. This is a great overstimulation stream. If you're feeling like you want lots of loud noises blasted right at you, no problem. I got you. Just a few things to really tickle your brain. I have you up on the TV, my phone, and I can hear you The office alien wee-woos. There's an alien coming through your television right now. Oh. Oh, that one's terrible. That sounds like a bag of rocks falling. Or like a big old bag of rocks. Could be useful later. I need that. That's a really good dirt crunch, right? Like a footstep. I guess our killer enemies will have to have footstep sound effects. This one right here, this kind of Bloody Mary lady floats. So she's not gonna need one, but others definitely. Yeah, walking up the path court. What I was thinking. We'll give that a download. Whoops, a notification going on. Let's download that one. Might be good for a secret level. Or you're like outside or something. Got that. Depth one. Dirt stick. Ooh. Step 3 because make it a little squid. Rainy out. So like softer? This is a little bit softer. Now for me, but it might not be for you. And maybe a little end if free. Okay. Not sure how I would add note at the end, but we could always combine two. Like if we have this one and then make a slightly higher pitch. There's definitely a way. Not exactly. Sounds good though. Let's save this as well. Another one. Yellow. Well, this is soft dirt. The tunes are real quick. Get my little more exciting here. How about one right here? Ah, yeah. boy. This one sounds extremely evil. Please stop. Let me add Dementio to the playlist. I have that one. It's no, I think you spelled that right. I think that's how you spelled it. I could be wrong. I have it, but it's in a big mass playlist, all in one folders. I have a ton of Paper Mario music, but I'm not sure how easy it will be. Ooh, okay, I have a really good idea for that one. I have... And you know what? I might be able to pull it up, actually. I have an animation where... I have a CRT TV, because of course it's a CRT game. Gotta have it. And... This one sounds like static. And I'm just pulling it up here. Pasted it in my Discord. Free to join the Discord in the description. Right here. Check this. Meow. I go like yeah, check that out. So picture that, right? And then go back here with the happiest music in the world playing. Just kidding, actually. I've crapped out. It's not easy being cheesy. Alright. This, ready? This, and... Right? Evil static, am I right? That's perfect. Okay, we'll definitely give that a download. Call it Evil Static, so I remember it. Excellent, excellent. That will come in great handy. Then we can keep messing with it. Yes. Okay, okay. So let's keep messing. Pretty good. Headphone warning. Makes it a little longer. Actually, the more higher pitch it goes, it's a little bit, is this not going through again? Oh my goodness, Mac, what is up with you? Nobody can hear my cool sound effect. Okay. Headphone warning, go. That's actually a little bit softer than it was before down here. So I kind of like that. Is that a save? That evil static. Ooh. Okay. What else we got? Whoa, Doomsday sound effect. Very cool. Yeah, I like it. No ideas what I could use it for, but... Evil blaring alarm? Do that download. Evil chip alarm. Is there a evil ship in this game? No, not right now. It could be. Could be. And, well, I'm here, I might as well show you. Might have seen in some of the clips, but I'm very proud of, is all the portraits that are in the game. As you can see right here, I am going to be drawing portraits for all the characters, so you can actually see what they're supposed to look like instead of their tiny little sprite BB form. This is Page Turner, main character of the game. Great. Enough of that. Back to the sound effect. Alright, jump scare warning. What happens when we crank this up? It sounds quite a bit less evil. Kind of like a evil Morse code, maybe? More static. I think we kind of already got our fill on that. Let's show. Good alien death ray sound effect, perhaps? Oh, this has convinced me I just need to draw a big green alien for so he can have a million sound effects available right away. Alright, let's... like that as well. I could layer that under the static. Kind of like an ominous groan. We love a sound that has layers. Give that a download. What do I want to call it? Full... Evil TV groan, which will make sense to nobody except for myself. Gint? Okay. What else can we get it? There's a way I could pitch this to make it sound more metallic. It would... I don't know how to do that in this program. Evil Sonic the Hedgehog has joined the lobby. Stop. Really, Okay, sounds like an evil motorbike. Very solid beeps and boops here. few of these. But they would sound like a little more crunch. Or like an impact sound again. How does that, since it's kind of a spooky game, the main menu boops should be kind of lower sounding, if that makes sense. If we're going bing bong bing, as opposed to like dong. The dong sounds more spooky to me. Maybe that's the way to go. One you could use for like a smack attack. Bam. My skin is itchy. I'm gonna keep watching on just the TV. Great. Awesome. Enjoy. Thank you for being here. And listen to all the crazy sound effects. My guy keeps changing expressions without me noticing, so if he's giving y'all a crazy wink, my bad. But we carry on. Carry on. Ooh, these are actually kind of scary sound effects. Scary menu sound effects, and to me. That sound like a scary menu. That one sounds like a note that's playing backwards. But down the length here. Menu sound. This one. Scary menu 1. Scary, whoop. Scary menu. Ooh. Three. Let's check YouTube. We still live on YouTube? Oh yeah. We live. We live. We annoying the pants off everybody. Oh yeah. Great. Oh, this Mario Party 8 type beat. The Mario Party 8, and I love the Wii. The fantastic generation. doesn't have a little bit of fondness for the Wii. Oh, buddy. Okay, so we got a few out of that. I like that. Okay, that's a good way to add some pitch at the end, like we were looking for earlier. And kind of make the sound raise. And or what we do with that, but you know, something to have something to have in the back pocket there. Oh, my guy changed expressions again. In guy over here. Expression. Noticing. Be hitting 3 on my keyboard. And we carry on. Whoa. Whoa, what? That almost sounded like a... Sounds like a vaporwave, like one of those dark fantasy edits. I don't even know what you would call that sound. Huh. What do I do with that? Except for the ear uncomfortability at the end there. It's really cool. I'll download it and just call it like dark fantasy beat. Almost tempted to just have it like the main menu, just have random spooky sound effects play, since I have so many that I don't know what to do with quite yet. Jarvis, play random spooky sound effects. Found a good dog scratching. Like a good... Yeah, what about... And again. That's almost a scratch sound, almost. I know I sound crazy, but I can shorten it. That's like a really intense scratch, right? Then... See on this? It was, yeah, if it was so loud, it kind of a subtle... Pretty good, actually. An 8-bit dog scratching himself, dummy. Sure if we want the louder one or the quieter one. Could turn it down later. Download a few of these. Download a bunch. Oh. We're gonna call this Dog Itch 2. Exciting stuff. Dog Itch 3. And you know we gots to have Dog Itch 4. Get the louder ones. Five. again. This game. Designing dog itch 18 over here. Could be something. Let's set you can hit mutate up here and it'll apply some different effects to it. And maybe make it bounce. We might. Oh. This is a really good footstep. Ooh, like a tip tap. Kinda excellent. Itch is so versatile. 1. 2. 3. Something I've noticed a lot in video games, which is especially apparent in like Minecraft and stuff, is if you have 3 of everything, you are in a good spot. Something to do with 3, it's just non-repetitive enough for the ear not to mind it. When you have 2 and you can hear 2 sounds being alternated back and forth, is a lot more stands out a lot more. It's a lot more annoying. But when you have 3, like 3 Minecraft zombie groans, not too bad. It doesn't bother you. It doesn't stand out as much. I'm trying to have 3 of every sound effect. I just scooched the chat over there. I just realized it was in the whole paradigm. Oops. And I'm standing now. Mornings at 5. Okay. Carry on here. Yeah, the more better. App. What happens if we turn up the length? What happens to the end of it? Oh, it's just that. Not sure what, let's carry on and see what else we can, randomize in here. Chime? Sinister chime, even? Any ideas? For the noise warning there. That sounds like knocking. Like since you can interact with all the different objects in the game, as you can see up here in my little ample GIF, it might be worth having the objects. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Let's add knock. doesn't really have to make sense to anybody else. Solo dev perks knock crunchy. Oh, that's why my guy's changing emotion. Oh, I have it set to the different keys. So as I've been downloading and renaming them, been changed. Friggin' guy. Without me knowing. Oh, we gotta have knock crunchy 3. Can I wink it? Apologies. Yeah, that's really. Like there's a double hit on that one. Gunk. Oh snap, we got a bot in chat. Yo, shout outs for stream whatever you are. Good band hammer go. Woohoo. There you go. I'm so popular I had my own bot snap. I couldn't just come in and enjoy the kooky sound effects. Put a bot message in chat. Okay. Oh, this really like. Gonna be worth it. All these sound effects are brought in. It's gonna sound like 20 times more like a real video game. What I want. I want it. Video game. Okay, in case I want to add like a police siren going by, that also is terribly blown out. I guess I could use that. Let's just throw that one out. I'm not sure about that one. That one's got layers to it. I don't even know what's going on in that one, but it's got layers. Alien sounds. Another good game over hit, kind of like a Pac-Man type beat. Exactly where I'm going. It kind of sounds like a really 8-bit duck kind of thing. It could be a sound of my rubber duck here. Like, every time you clicked it, it went like... I kind of like that, even though it's kind of dumb and not exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. Quack. It quack. Quack 2. Quack 3. Ooh. Too crazy of it. Noise warning on that one. Apology. Got a bit crazy. Kind of sounds like a passing truck. Oh, don't got any ideas for that one. Might be good. Figure it out as some sort of static sound, or not static. I'm so sorry. Why did I say? Some sort of soft rain sound that static-esque, like a pitter patter of like, shh, because I would like to set the mood as though it's raining just outside. You're in this haunted manor kind of place. Rain always sets. Like that middle fuzzy bit could sound like rain, but I'm not too sure. Oh my god, what do I even do with that? It's like demonic, This is the sound when I write really bad code, really bad, terrible, repetitive code. I think if I were to put it into a sound, it would sound like that. Is so important for these streams, or else we'd just be sitting here listening to a single beep and boop all over again. But a little bit of music, it's kind of like you're in a video game already. Okay, very good. Music cut out for a second because, of course it did. Of course. Oh my gosh, you know what also is cut out? Audio of the dang sound program. Tickle. Ooh, that. Oh man. People gotta hear my sound effects. That's why they're here. OBS. You're cutting out on me. We are so back. An evil dialogue box. A Bowser Fireball from the NES era. Ooh, that one's really high pitched. Don't love it. Love that. ...2001: A Space Odyssey for half a second there. Wow. Well, if I had like a cannibal hillbilly playing a banjo, this would be perfect. Fortunately, I don't. You add more ring to it, it kind of sounds like he would be a cyborg hillbilly with a banjo. Not so sure about this one, chat. One might be a dead end. Evil Morse code again. Oh, that one, something like it. The randomize, always truly random, but there's only so many sounds possible. Funky. Bit too crazy. Bit too crazy on the ears. Crazy typing, which we can turn off the wah-wah there and the tremolo, all these good things. Vibrato. I really like all these cool phone ringing sound effects, but the game is kind of set in kind of like an 80s inspired vibe. Definitely not a lot of phones kicking around. Not that there weren't phones, I'm just saying they're gonna be in every room. That's a really cool sound for if a ghost appeared. So wacky. Crunchify it. Not too crunchy. We use that for something. Let it download. But like, here it appears. I could splice that in somewhere. I think the real interesting comparison is going to be when all the sound effects are in, and then we can go back and see how they sounded originally, because it just doesn't make sense in this context so you actually see it working in the game. So like a ghost appears. This sound. Download. Definitely a good woo. Cut off that second woo. There's like a little beat on the end there. Like, I could see that being a sound effect for like a ball being thrown. Ooh. Evil computer. I'm gonna definitely have to draw like a robot and a cyborg and an alien. Effects just so easily. Oh, that one's crazy. Also crazy. And that could be like a frog NPC. Once again, we do not have. They're coming out of her. So sure about that. A crying clown, perhaps? Great sci-fi. Let's turn the volume down a little bit just because the last one kind of loud. Kind of sounds like the rain I was talking about. Right back up now. Yeah. Kind of sounds like rain, but only a little. Find her to back down. Really pleasant sound. Definitely like that. Be a good sound for our zoom. Down the length a little. I get short and enough. I think we'll get it. Have it have a little bit of a fade at the end there. And decay, but then I can't like that. A bassy zoom sound effect. Let's save it. Maybe we can mess with it later. Horrible. Alright, let's move. Been messing around. Probably go for another 20 minutes or so of messing around, and then I might call it there. But for all the lurkers and as stop by to listen to me smash out some sound effects. See what else we can get here. And I go into the edit lab and see if I can make evil hearts. Very evil. I love the beginning of this one. Sounds like you'd walk into an evil Dracula castle and hear. Get rid of the delay. Oh no, we need the delay. Alright, let's call that There's gonna be a lot of files named evil. Most of the evil. Okay. Crazy loud. Got to turn it down after that. Ah, it's playing again. guess. Like a haunted mouse jump scare, like you're walking around and you step on a mouse. Ew! Not so. Or it might be a good sound effect as like a question mark appears over someone's head. Oh, wow. Probably don't need that vibrato at the beginning. Horribly sound. Laser reaching full power. Gren. A Gren. Once again, great for a spaceship. Not so much for a spooky mansion. And if you're just joining us at the end here, hello. My name is the Chiptroid, and I'm working on a cute little horror game where you spot haunted objects, try and identify them, and then banish them. But it has hardly any sound effects right now, and so that's what we've been working on tonight. To some success? Can go over what we got at the end here. Whoa. Sometimes you'll get a sound with just a crazy peak at the end out of nowhere. Forgot to mention also, one of the characters, Ada here, has a Game Boy she can pull out. Or not a Game Boy, I misspoke. A Game Gal Advance SP non-copyright edition, royalty-free TM Game Gal system. So anytime we hear some random collection of beeps and boops, that's also worth saving just to simulate the effect of somebody pulling handheld console. Which is probably what I could use a lot of these more spacey sounds. Well, just say playing a space game. A great kind of text typing effect there as well. Character speaking. That is one we have already. If you can see sometimes dialogue can pop up reacting to the environment and characters around you, so you already have some Animal Crossing type dialogue. Give this like 2 more spins and then I'll review what we have. Very slowly falling up a mountain. Ear blasting action at the end there. Probably don't need that. More of a trip sound. Alright, 2 more spins for good luck. Come on, Chiptone. Randomize. Give me something good. UFO. Oh, very high pitched. Very painful. That one's kind of ominous. Not sure if that would work for like when killers arrives or not. Oh, what a peak. Sounds pretty crazy as well. Gave Dracula electric keyboard and he just started slamming the keys at the end. Pretty. The mobile console kind of sound effect. We used F. Definitely something. Sort of ringing effect. When I would use, which you've probably heard me say 1,000. Download it. Ringing. Be able to make something out of it. Okay, one more spin for real. One more spin for real. Oh my gosh, it's magical. Oh, that is enchanting. Yes, absolutely. I don't know if like a fairy's gonna appear at some point, but we definitely need that. Heck out of it. Reappear 1. We're 1 on the register. Grab that. Definitely something. Probably a good place to end her. Really nice. And it kind of sounds a bit dark fantasy-esque. Well, like completing a mission and like a forgotten adventure NES game. Action adventure NES. Download that as well. A bit of a different. Bit chunkier, a bit pixel sounding, if any sense. That quest. Okay, great. So go over what we got, eh? Or what we made. Some of these we edited more than others. Just how the waveform came out. We got dirt step, 1 to 3, dog itch, 1 to 7. There's a reminder for this animation right here, which is also not finished, I should mention. I'm gonna have the characters reacting more, but I just had it in there. Just as proof of concept. We got evil castle sounds. We got evil static. Be good for the CRTs. We got fairy up here, which we don't have, but we had to because it's nope ready. Got some ghost cries, some knock sounds. We could use on certain props, probably not this one specifically, metal, but any other knocking, like the wood tables or wood chairs. Fine. We got some quacks in there, some very silly sounding quacks that might not quite work for this duck. It might actually make them sound too alive like a real duck, but maybe funny. The main menu sound effects, like moving around on the buttons. And then tap, 1, 2, 3, 4, get, 1, 2, 4, and some warble sounds. Good measure. So, yeah, we got some stuff. It was an experimental attempt here, just to mess around and get back into streaming, because I had away from it from a few months, busy coding and doing art and all that good stuff. Much more pixel art on the way. I don't know if I have anything to share as an example, but I have been working on it consistently. Here. This is something I made just today. All the characters have special abilities, so once that ability gets used up, I wanted some way to visually show it. Gonna be what that dial's for. Got what else we? I'm also doing some art fight this year. If any listeners at home are art fight enjoyers, I am Chiptroid there as well. Getting my pixel art practice in as always. For example, I want to try doing some more portraits. This is another portrait of the other character Justin here, what he actually looks like. So there you go. That's the art. The art's getting done. And you know this game's gonna have alternate costumes. Whoa. Whoa. Spot ghosts. Get money. Change your clothes. Whoa. Doesn't want to do that. Who doesn't want to play this game? We'll find out once Steam page is up, which should be soon as well. So, more to come. Thank you for joining me if you stop by. Shout outs to the new follower, Danik Stuff. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed over there on YouTube land. And I will see you next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. This is me waving goodbye.